to come and grab you. It can creep up inside you and consume you. A disease of the mind, it can control you. It's too close for comfort. Turn on your breaker lights. We're in the city of wonder and complete nights.
Welcome. Hello. Black Saturday today, and thank you for joining me. And for a is it a holiday today? Hindi pala yata, no? Pero anyway, thank you for joining me in our series of trainings for PL 300. We are currently on day 4, and to those of you who have been with me since day 1, thank you very much. At di kayo nagsasawa. To those who are just joining today. So this is like a monthly thing that we are doing in Power BI Pilipinas. We are currently on day 4, and this is pretty much the lesson plan that we have went through so far. Day 1, we talked about items 1 and 2, get started with Microsoft Data Analytics and prepare data for analysis. Day 2, we talked about model data in Power BI. Day 3, we talked about visualized data in Power BI. Honestly, one of the more kumbaga core topics that we have, since Power BI is in its core a visualization tool. And then today, we're talking about data analysis in Power BI. Should you be interested in checking out previous broadcasts, all of those topics 1, 2, 3, 4 are uploaded in our YouTube channel, which is at Power BI Pilipinas. Super easy na maalala. So yeah, without further ado, since we are as kumbaga based on historical or previous experience, we always run out of time. So we are going to jump right in. So data analysis in Power BI, and as usual, as similar to our previous runs, we are going to alt tab a lot between. Actually, we are going to alt tab a lot between the website and Power BI. When I say website, I mean the PL300 Microsoft website, because as I've said again in previous recordings, in previous runs, the main purpose of this is really to give an overview of what topics are going to be covered in PL300, and what better way to take note of that than to use Microsoft's actual PL300 training course or learning course. So we are going through the self-paced learning curriculum. Get started, prepare data, model data, visualize. Currently, we are here. And yun nga, this is second to the last. So last part na yung next month's topic, which is manage workspaces and data sets in Power BI. We are currently in a Zoom meeting, so should you have any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to unmute. Naka-open Naka-open Zoom lang tayo today. So yeah, let us begin. Data analysis in Power BI. Data analysis in Power BI, actually, we only have 2 sub-chapters underneath it. One is perform analytics in Power BI, and the other is work with AI visuals in Power BI. Big word, AI, pero yun, way before ChatGPT, andito na yung mga yan. Andito na si key influencers visual, decomposition tree, and Q&A visual. And yeah, we'll talk about them more later. For now, let's follow that actual sequence of topics and start with performing analytics in Power BI. And let's start there. So exploring statistical summaries, summary functions. Actually, ito yung medyo, I think most of you, if you actually attended the first few parts of our training sessions, I would assume medyo familiar na kayo sa mga yun. And actually, maybe this is a good time to actually walk you through the changes that happened in the March 2023 update of Power BI. Kasi nangyari yung March 2023 update after we had our March training run, or March training day. I usually have these training days second Saturday of the month, and the updates usually happen like past mid-month. So maganda to kasi this is a screenshot, and this is like how you're expected to see or to access yung mga statistical summary options, yung sum, average, minimum, maximum count, blah, blah, blah. However, in the March 2023 update of Power BI, kung mapapansin nyo sa screen ko, which is what I'm rocking right now, kung mapapansin nyo sa screen ko, wala na yung isang pane. Normally, you'd have the filters pane, the data pane way at the right, tapos in the middle of these two panes, meron kayong visualization pane dapat. Nasaan na si visualization pane? Well, if you go to options and settings, options, you now can check out preview features, and you have this option to place a check on object interaction. I think yan yung rason kung bakit nawala yung visualizations pane ko. So, what does that do? Or nasaan na nga ba yung visualizations pane? So, ang nangyayari ngayon, each and every time you click on something, that's the, each and every time you click on a visual, kumbaga, your visualizations pane is actually here, floating. Kumbaga, yeah, maybe makes it, supposedly making it more intuitive. Kumbaga, what are the visual types available to you based on your data? You can turn on suggest what you call that? Suggest a visual. So, yan, ang sinuggest sa akin is matrix. Pero yun nga, ayoko. Back. Gusto ko yung column chart ko. Kumbaga. Tapos, if you're wondering where the formatting of visuals are, it's right here. If you click on more options, and lalabas naman yung, kumbaga, yung nakasanayan nating full list of options as far as formats with the tabs for visual properties. Meron pa ba general? Well, wala na pala. Pero kumbaga, you always have that search button naman. Kunwari, hinahanap mo is data labels, which is, well, right here. Pero yun, just as an example. Or conditional formatting, ang hanap mo. Conditional. Ayan, lalabas naman lahat ng mga options that you can conditionally format. Kumbaga. So, yeah. Something new. March 2023 update. I am still getting used to it. So, at any point later, if may hinahanap akong option that I'm sure is there pero hindi ko na mahanap, I might revert back. I'll see. So, kaka-update ko rin lang. So yun pala, that's a thing pala na nangyayari. So you notice now that I have two tabs happening on the right side. May data tab ako, tapos may format tab. So binabalik niya pala yata. Okay, so cool. Akala ko totally aalisin na niya and hindi ko na makikita yung format tab ko. So nice. Anyway, so going back to, again, PL300. In terms of us accessing yung mga options like sum, average, actually, let's go back to our page right now. That might be a thing na hindi ko mahanap. So for example, in this case, I'm looking at sale and quantity sum. Well, quantity sum is my tooltip here. Sale is, I think, what's actually being showcased in my column chart. So what if yung sale, as of now, I assume sum of sale to. Pero what if ang gusto ko makita is average of sales? I think hindi pala magandang time to para to try out. Let's actually go here. Sale. Data options. Oo nga, nawawala na siya. So nawawala na yung option ko to change from sum of sales to like average of sales or others. You know what? And I'm sorry. So let's go back to how it was in the Feb 2023 version of Power BI. Going options and settings, options. And let's go turn off one of the preview features. Ang alam ko ito yun si on-object interaction. We'll see. Let's check. Click OK. Tignan natin kung babalik. And I need to restart yata my Power BI. So please bear with me as I restart. And opening it again. And again, as I've said, yun nga, if you have played around with that preview feature, feel free to mention in chat or feel free to unmute yourself and do tell kung nasaan na yung option to change to a different summary statistic option. Pero yun, I'm switching back to the non-object related version. Yep, there it is. So, bumalik na yung visualization pane ko. Yung default. So, turning it off, getting it back, clicking here, tapos lalabas nga yung mga, sino yung nasa x-axis ko, sino yung nasa y-axis, sino yung nasa legend. So, y-axis is sale. If I click on the chevron, yun, I'll get options to change this from sum to average. So, as of now, yung sum nasa 15K to 20K, di ba? Yung sales per month. If I change to average, dapat bababa ng sobra. Ayan na. Naging 15 pesos to 20 pesos ang sale per month. So, yeah. Pretty much yun lang yun, actually. I will not, of course, be going through steps on, or actually the actual meaning of these statistical summaries. But yun, feel free to ask. But I am under the assumption that you kind of have an idea already or know already what each of these mean. So jumping over to histogram. Histogram, bell curves, actually for Power BI, usually we do histograms via bar charts lang naman. Or yun nga, ito, area charts. Pero mas common yung column chart lang. Yung pinaka visual of choice. Now, I think the only main option that we are going to look into is ito. Power BI does have a built-in way to create groups or buckets or bins for your histogram. So in this case, for example, stick na tayo dun sa sale actually. Let's stick here. Saan ba yung sale ko? Oopsie. Let's stick here sa order details. Nandito yung sale. So I think I can right click and create a new group. And you can do this, I believe, for anything that has that is a numerical column. So you can put them into, or actually maybe not even. So let's try first with a numerical column. This is again sale. Nag-right click ako, new group, tapos yun, bin of sales or buckets of sales. From sales field, bin type, size of bins, minimum value, maximum value, bin size. So, lahat yan may automatic naman. Pero at some point, kung gusto mong mamaya na tayo mag-manual. For now, let's choose the automatic 1 peso pretty much yung bucket size na to. So, if I select OK, it should create a new field altogether. There you go. Sale bins. So, if I go to a new page, let's actually copy this first para may reference tayo. Or maybe not. Hindi na rin pala reference to kasi nasa month yun. Yeah, not too useful. Tapos, sale of bins. So, sale muna. Para makita nyo. So, sale, again, is just a column of numbers showing the sale that you had for that interaction. Probably for that order ID. So, actually, let's go to the data view. So, sale is, yun, ito, sale, literal. 20.75 yung sale for that specific order ID or for that specific row. Si sale bin, ang ginagawa niya is, yun, gumagawa siya ng buckets. So, sale bin, if I put a check on that, ayan, nagkakaroon na tayo ng buckets of around parang 1 peso interval, di ba? Now, what if yun nga, masyadong marami? Sana 5 peso interval na lang tayo, Tony. Hindi masyadong marami tong piso-piso. So, yeah, you can actually edit the groups. Sorry, masyado mabilis. Right-click, edit groups, and then change this bin size here from 1 point blah, blah, blah into, say, 5. Click on OK. And that should refresh. There you go, 5 peso bins. So now, if I have those 5 peso bins, I put them in, what you call that? I put them in a bar chart or column chart. Dito, kay clustered column. Tapos, ayun, nasa x-axis na pala sila. So, perfect. Tapos, ang nasa y-axis ko is exactly the same thing except that nagiging count siya. There you go. There's your histogram. So, most of your sales are in this bucket. Nasa 15 peso bucket. And yun nga, meron kang certain sa 20, meron kang certain sa 10. Tapos yun, meron kang mangilan-ngilan ang mga sales. And if you're curious about yon, ano kaya nasa 80 peso sale actually? If you created a drill through, then you'd be able to drill through to what this is. Pero let's click on it. And it happened in September yon. We just don't have enough detail. Pero yon, that's the power of Power BI. You can actually yon, search for what is this 80 peso sale that we had in September. So mukhang chicken siya. Quantity sum 900. Uy, ayan na, may drill through pala ako dito. Well, word cloud. Anyway, basta it was chicken pizza back then. Wala lang akong size yata. Pero yon. You have all filters are still active. Drill throughs will still be active if you have that available. And yun, you'll be able to investigate and analyze, kumbaga, what's happening with your sales. So, top-end analysis, yun. Medyo may ano na dito, medyo may mention na si Q&A analysis that you can use it. So, let's go back to like our page 1 kasi yung page na medyo marami-rami tayo. Actually, let's look for, let's create a certain ranking table. And I think pwede ako mag-rank ng pizza ID and sale. Sige, sale. Kunwari. Sum of sale ba? Sige, sum of sale. Let's sort this in ascending or descending order. Okay. So, pizza ID, so what I did was to rank sales by pizza ID, and currently, ang pinaka mabenta, ang pinaka high sales ko is with the Thai chicken large pizza, next thing 5 cheese large, and then 4 cheese large. So, using the Q&A visual, which is this guy right here, we should be able to get that question. Pero yun nga, as I've said in a previous training session, this is not something that I tend to usually use. Pero, we'll try. Top sizes. Well, actually, top sales. Try natin. Actually, clicking here. Top sales by pizza ID. Sorry. So we have top sales by pizza ID. And what if I give it top 3 sales? Aha! It works. So yun. Thai chicken large, 5 cheese large, 4 cheese large, automatically provided to us by the Q&A visual. So, and notice yun nga, walang code to. Ako nga mismo nagulat na Thai chicken large yung bestseller natin. Pero in any case, yun nga, no code, just straight up typing in like a question, a query to that. And take note that you can train this. So as of now, I needed to specifically type in pizza_ID. I needed to use the column header that we have in our dataset. We can add synonyms. Ito, tong button na to. Super important. So, pwede mong sabihin kay Power BI na instead of pizza ID, people might just say pizza. People might just say, kunwari na lang, ID. If they type in ID, alam mo na rin na it's pizza ID. Kahit ang dami-dami nating mga ID dito. So, you can train it to say that. You can also have like FAQs. So, remember kanina when we started the Q&A visual, meron mga parang suggested questions, diba? Yun, top sizes. You can edit that as well. You can, I believe there's an option if you click here. Tama ba? Field synonyms, review questions. Ayun, suggest questions. So, yun, you can fully set this up just in case you want it to be that kind of dashboard na medyo blank slate and people just typing in. Pero, yun nga, to be honest, in my field, hindi siya ganun kagamit because people tend to not need or not want to actually like go into Q&As. Usually, meron na silang parang certain flow. Probably coming from the Excel days ng reporting nila. And they tend to already have like a specific system in mind when they're drilling insights. Pero yun, still, it works. Have fun with it if your project allows you to. And yun nga, again, any questions, feel free to unmute. We're all on Zoom and I am occasionally checking out our Facebook feed din naman or Facebook chat room should you have any questions there. And using a top and filter type, of course, ito yung pinaka-basic actually, delete. If I go here, click on that table, and I want to see the top 3 pizza IDs by sale, I can just open up this one. Instead of basic filtering, I go top N. If I click on top N filtering, I show top 3 or tell it to show top 3. Tapos by what value? By sum of sales. I just drag sales onto this. Click on apply filter. Boop. And it gives me my top 3 sales. Very easy. So ito yung usual actually. If in the future gagawa kayo ng top N, usually ganyan yung gagawin ninyo. And of course, yun nga, easily top 10, top 3, top 5, whatever. Sobrang dali. Tapos, there's also one DAX function that you can use called the top N. Very magical, or one of the very magical DAX functions that will be available to you. So for top N, it's actually a table function, meaning ang output niyan, table. So, ano ulit? Let's actually try to create it or build one. So, kunwari, yun nga, balik tayo dito sa simpleng table natin. We have sum of sales, we have sum of sales, we have pizza ID. Tapos ang gusto ko lang mangyari is I want to create a table that shows the top 3. So we can use top N for that. And similar to, well, hindi pala similar to creating measure. So what we'll do is we go to the modeling menu, go to this button right here, which is write the DAX expression to create a new table. Click on that, and then we give a name for our table. Let's say top 3 sales na lang muna. Top 3 sales. Tapos yun nga, we use the top N function. Top N. Tapos ang una niyang hahanapin is N value. N value is top ilan yung gusto mo mahanap. So sabihin natin top 3. Or sabihin natin top 5. Sige, para maiba ng konti. Top 5. Next, it will be looking for a table. So, ang table natin is yung order details. Pero, sorry. Ang table source natin is yung order details. But, we kinda need to manipulate the table so that it looks like this. It needs to look exactly like this. Meaning, pizza IDs yung nasa first column, tapos second column mo is yung mga sales. Sum of sales, to be specific. So, medyo we need to create that. And depende sa inyo how best or how comfortable you are. Pwede tayong mag-var. Sige, mag-var tayo. Mag-variable tayo para medyo mas readable. So, var. Kailangan natin nung, let's call it, top sales or sales table. Pizza sales na lang. Sige. Pizza sales. Ang hirap. Sorry. Pizza sales. Yan na lang. Mahaba. Very inefficient. Pero you get the idea. So, pizza sales. That's the name of our variable, or that's the name of the new table we are building. Tapos summarize columns lang tayo ng pizza ID na na automatic magsasum ng sales. So sales tapos sum ng sales. Yeah. Tapos gusto ko nang i-return yung top N na top 5 ng table na yan, which is yung pizza sale table, na naka-order by sale, syempre. Yan. Teka, bigyan natin ng unique na pangalan as I admit more people into the Zoom meeting. Yan. Bigyan natin ng unique na pangalan, wag lang sales. Sales _ sorry, I'm boring, pero yun. Okay, yun nga, nasira nga. So, sales, and comma, descending order, syempre, yung sales natin, para yung top 5 is yung mga malalaki, ang makuha natin sa taas. And then, close parentheses. Enter. So, generate. And yun nga, meron na akong top 3 sales. So, if I go to my data view, top 3 sales, wala, gumana ba? Gumana naman yata. Sort descending. So anyway, basta, if I go to the data view, I now see a table with only 5 lines. Thai chicken, 5 cheese, 4 cheese, spicy Italian, big meat, and yun nga, I have sales as second column to it, and yun lang. Napakaliit na table, top 3. Pero take note, this was easily generated by this powerful function. Medyo kinailangan niya ng assist, yes, pero kumbaga kasi medyo complicated yung ano natin yung source table Pero if I throw that, hindi ito yun hindi ito yun So if I throw this new table into a matrix, pizza ID, sales, sort it, is it exactly the same? Ay, teka, bakit? Saan pala galing to? Top 3 sales by pizza ID. Admit. So I have Thai chicken large, 5 cheese, 4 cheese, spicy Italian, and big meat. Yeah. 1:1. Perfect. And pati yung mga actual values ng sales, perfect din. And yun nga. So that's like, I think yun na yun. 3 ways for you to get the top end. Yeah. 3 ways for you to get the top end of any table you have. Q&A, top end filter, and top end from Q&A and top end filter for your table. All right. Again, I'm just powering through it. I'm assuming that wala naman masyadong questions, so I'm just going to go through. Use a visual to identify outliers. Siyempre, sino pa ba? Whenever we want to look for outliers in a visual, although yun nga, if you are familiar with Six Sigma, medyo mas statistical kayo, then you'll be familiar with control charts. But usually, kasama na rin doon, and mas common person friendly si XY scatter plot. So yun lang, hindi ko sure kung ano yung pwede kong, let's use dito ulit tayo sa order details kasi dito si sales gamitin natin si sale, gamitin natin si quantity sum. Okay, gamitin natin si quantity, sales and quantity into an XY scatter, ito, or scatter chart as it is called here. Tapos we'll need some details by by pizza ID ulit. Okay. So yeah. So meron na tayong kanyang initial. Ito mukhang outlier na tong isang to. This one right here, si Big Meat S. Kasi medyo mataas ang quantity niya kahit medyo mababa ang sale. So, okay. Kasi small lang siya. So yeah, makes sense. Medyo mura yata siya. The visual update to display. Ay, actually maglagay rin tayo ng size. Pwede yata natin gamitin yung size, yung price. Let's use, or actually, ang weird kasi pag, maganda kasi yung quantity yung nasa size Tapos, ano kaya yung kapartner ng sale? Teka, lagay na lang natin si price. Ang pangit. Dito na lang si price pala sa size. Bago isip ko. Dito na lang siya sa price. Okay. So, going back. Oops, quantity. Quantity on my y-axis. Or actually, you know what? Mas gusto ko si sales ang... Ay, hindi. Tama. Okay. Never mind. Sorry. So, looking at it again. And, yun. Medyo magiging correlated siya and magiging palaki ng palaki. Larger circles will be on the upper right corner. Smaller circles will be on the lower left corner because of how we kind of threw the fields there. Sales on the x-axis, quantity on the y-axis, and then price as the size. So, ganun muna tayo, para lang meron tayong sample data. So, you can use DAX to identify the outliers, pero I don't know, medyo the formula only tells us or tells Power BI that ang gusto niyang ma-filter, or you already have like a specific filter in mind in this sample here, parang minimum quantity, yun yung ma-filter out mo. And maybe not too useful. I think what's more useful would be the next topic, group and bin data for analysis. So, creating groups. Ay, syempre, nag-skip pala siya sa nag-skip pala siya dun sa scatter sample. Pero we'll get back to this. Creating a group is pretty much what we did earlier with sale bins, pero this time we're going to do it with categorical data. So Maybe mas madali kung meron tayong actual pizza types. Although yun nga, may category na tayo. Pero why not? Let's throw it in. Or actually, let's create a new chart with category. Ayan. And let's throw in the sales. Nakakonect na naman sila. So yeah, I know na makukuha ko yung mga sales data ko dyan. Alright. So, classic yung mataas ang sales ko. Not sure kung yun yung pinakamabenta kasi hindi yun naman yung quantity. Baka mahalag talaga yung mga classic or malalaking sizes yung binili. Pero anyway, biggest contributor to sales is classic, supreme, chicken, veggie. What if gusto kong ipagrupo, and again, super simple sample pero yun lang. Gusto ko lang ipakita na ang category nyo, categorical data literally, can be recategorized or grouped again into something else. So category groups, let's say, sino ba? Kumbaga, kunwari si Classic Supreme, si Chicken, si Classic si Supreme, ilagay ko sa iisang grupo. And I call them my non-veggies. Non-veggie. Oops. And then for this one, yun, I group it as veggie para lang may group siya. Yan, veggie. And I click OK. So that way, meron na tayong category group dito na makikreate and you can throw that here sa y-axis. And it becomes like a subgrouping. I'm not sure if you can see it. Medyo lumiit, sorry, pero yun nga. I have Chicken Classic Supreme as my non-veggies and then veggie as part of my veggie group. And of course, again, you can re-edit it to a different name, term, ganon. So I can call this non-veggie group. I can call this veggie group kahit isa lang naman siya. Or may isang laman lang. So para makita nyo dito sa baba. There you go. Non-veggie group, veggie. And then under non-veggie group, my Chicken Classic and Supreme. So yun lang yan pretty much. Yung creating groups or categorization. So yun, again, babalik ako dito sa real life. So kasi, yun nga, to be honest, maraming mga parts yung analyzing data chapter ng Power BI na hindi ko masyadong gamit in real life. And I'm not sure why. Maybe because I tend to, or at least in my current role, I tend to use Power BI more as a visualization tool, period. Not really to, kumbaga, there will be some analytics involved, pero they are analytics with you having something in mind already, kumbaga preparing it from the data pa lang. Kasi in this case, nag-group data ka dito, di ba, live in Power BI. You could actually have just done that inside Power Query or dun sa data source mo mismo, SQL man yun or CSV. Kumbaga meron ka ng extra column, di ba, for category, similar to this. Kung meron tayong extra column for category, could have been easier. It could have been a column na ma-access mo with your DAX measures pa, blah blah, so magagamit mo in other parts of your report. So kumbaga medyo hindi ko ganun kagamit, pero yun, it's there should you have the need for it. Edit group, pinagdaanan na natin. Create bin groups. Ito rin yung pinagdaanan na natin, so I'm skipping that. Apply clustering techniques tayo. So clustering, I think, is scatter plot related. Yep, ito nga. So, another thing na hindi ko masyadong gamit, pero ang alam ko automated to. So let's try it. Balik na tayo dun sa may XY scatter. Ito naman. Isu-zoom in ko na rin. Yan. So, XY scatter tayo. And 3 dots. Actually, wait. To apply clustering, select more options in the upper right corner of the vision. Let's like automatically find clusters. So, yun lang hindi ko sure. I think, hindi ko alam kung natanggal na ba siya. Export data show as table. Ay, hindi. Let's go back here. Yeah, I think wala na akong automatically find clusters na, or maybe because meron na akong nilagay na na category. So, alisin ko muna yan. Let's see if pwede. Ayun! So, nawawala pala yung option to automatically find clusters if nag-set ka na ng category. Kasi I guess, yun na yun eh. Yun na rin yung gagawin ng clusters eh. I-group niya into certain segmentations. Into certain segments yung data mo eh. So, let's try automatically finding clusters. Click. Pizza ID clusters for pizza ID. Name field, number of clusters, auto. Okay. Working on it. Although yun nga, hindi ko alam gaano ka-accurate. Okay. So, naghanap siya ng clusters in terms of groupings lang ang ginawa niya. And, makikita nyo, nandito na siya sa legend, pizza ID clusters. And kung nandito siya sa legend, if you look on the data field, nandun na rin siya. Nasa data field niya na rin. I'm not sure. Can I right-click edit this? I assume I can. I can. Edit clusters. So, ayan nga. So, cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3, 4, 5. Now, walang masyadong definition. And yun nga, kumbaga, ang clustering niya parang naging diagonal lang. In-split niya. So, yun nga, maybe useful, maybe not. Pero the good thing is, it's like what? It took us 5 seconds to do that. Kung hindi pala useful, edi wag. Cross out mo lang yun. Delete mo lang tong pizza ID clusters mo and do something else. Pero yun nga, kumbaga, it is automated. It tries to find relationships, I guess, in your data, patterns in your data, and yun. Allows you to do that. So, actually, bata natin yung category ulit. Medyo maganda yun eh. Category as legends. Kasi yun, I think this has more meaning to it. Nakita ko yung chicken, classic, supreme, veggie, and this scatter chart. Now, ang alam ko part yung play axis ng ano natin mamaya, ng topic natin mamaya. Pero, let us throw that on there. Actually, testingin ko lang Kung ang sales binuto ko sa play axis, pwede ko na bang i-play? Pwede nga. So, aandar siya. What play axis does is it's an animated slicer Dati dun siya nagsimula Really super useful. Oh, you know what? Actually, cancel ko to Stop. Super useful ang play axis actually if you have date-related data. So, batuhan natin siya ng months. Siyempre, ang dami ko palang months. Month year. May month year ba ako dito? Oh my gosh. Wala ba akong month year? Ayun, year, month, name. Ito na lang. Admitting people in the waiting room. Ayan, year, month, name. I'm not sure kung gagana to Hopefully gumana para hindi ako mapahiya. Ayan. Zoom in tayo. Maganda to. So, the play axis again. Ang ginagawa ng play axis, or at least strength niya, is supposedly for you to, if, in our case, year, months, yung nilagay kong data doon. Ang gagawin niya is from lowest to highest, magpapakita siya ng snapshots of data. So you can already imagine. Starting from 2015 September, aandar yan 1 month at a time. Actually, tama ba yung ginagawa niya? Parang hindi tama yung ginagawa niya. Mali yata yung sort slice. Year, month, name. Yep. Gagawin kong year, month, number yung sort by na to. Hold on. Year, month, number. Ayan. Teka, bakit? Ayan. Alright. Pwede na yan. So, starting from, look at the bottom left corner, starting from 2015 January, all the way to 2015 December, kasi 1 year's worth of data lang Naalala ko from the top of my mind na 1 year's worth of data lang yung laman nito. You can hit play and magpapakita siya ng snapshots of your data. January snapshot, February, March, April, May, blah, blah, blah. So, let's try. So, yun yung January, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, and so on. Super nice, di ba? Nakikita mo yung galawan. Real-life application, medyo rare, to be honest. Although ang cool niya, sobra. Hindi ko siya ganun gamit in real life. Pero, if you do have kumbaga, specific need for it, na sana meron tayong, kumbaga, animated na nagpapakita ng snapshot ng data natin. Easy, play access, and sobrang ganda, sobrang smooth. Sobrang dali at that, i-build. Automatically find clusters, skipping that. Conduct time series analysis, ito na ba yun? Okay, so ito yung play access. Never mind. So, we're skipping that. Ayun, ginagamit rin yung play access, I think, dito. Actually, you know what? Try natin yun. What does it look like? Kasi take note na meron tong play access dito, built-in sa scatter plot. Pero, you also have the option to to add it as a custom visual. Get more visuals tayo. Confirm ko lang. there is a play axis custom visual na ang gagawin niya is ganun, magsi-switch, ayun, meron nga. You have the option to like do that animation across the entire page. So, you have one slicer or one visual called play axis, tapos magbabato ka ng month year doon, kunwari. Tapos the moment you hit play, tatakbo lahat ng visuals mo, month over month over month. So, really cool. And you have the option to do that. And Power BI Visuals, ayun pala, sorry, mention na rin pala dito. Obviously, ang tagal ko na hindi nire-review yung PL300. Okay. So, pinakita naman pala. Use the Analyze feature naman. And sorry medyo, if you notice, medyo mabilis yung pace ko minsan only because I've learned again from previous presentations na matagal. Or kumaga, nag-overtime tayo palagi. So, I'm just proceeding with it if I don't have too much to say about that specific feature. Using the Analyze feature. So, punta tayo dito. Try natin dito kasi medyo marami-rami na tayong binato. Actually, hold on. You do have the Analyze feature available for certain charts ang alam ko. So, wala siya rito. Let's try. Actually, I thought it would be more available. Meron ba dito? Na-analyze? Meron ba dito? Balik tayo sa page 1. Meron ba dito? There you go! So, yun na. Unfortunately, yun nga, hindi ko kabisado when the analyze option actually pops up. Pero yun. In this case, nag-right click ako on December. Actually, meron akong may filter nga. Patayin ko muna to, ha? Para makita natin lahat. And if I right click here on Veggie, analyze, explain the decrease. Ayan. So, you have, or Power BI has certain parang canned responses to maybe common questions. So, in this case, may analyze ako tapos explain the decrease dito sa December. If I click on that, alisin ko lang tong zoom. So, yun, it will attempt to tell you why there was a 0.61% decrease in average of sales between November Veggie and December Veggie. So, yung mga sizes ng pizza, average sale based on size from November. Well, ano ba to? Large? L had the most significant impact on the decrease among size. So, yung large size ko, which is this one, no. So, kung makita mo yun, mas bumaba yung sales ng mga large pizzas. Teka. 5 cheese Mexicana and Mediterranean had the most significant impact, decrease. So, really nice, diba? You have these parang insights na normally hahanapin mo, data acrobatics ka one at a time. Pero yan, with Power BI, and maybe I need to use this more to be honest, it actually provides really good starting insights for you. Kumbaga, yun naman yung pinaka-use nito eh. So, as a data analyst, kumbaga, kunwari, and you are asked to, kumbaga, find out what happened here, bakit tumaas to, bakit bumaba. Minsan, ang pinakamahirap, lalo na if hindi mo pa ganun kagamay yung day-to-day, yung data nyo mismo, one of the more difficult things to do is actually to get started with where you need to look at. And, yun, Power BI does a fairly good job. Actually, I'm pretty impressed. Dati kasi when I last tried this feature out, which is sad to say, maybe almost a year ago, hindi pa ganito ka-diverse yung mga insights niya. Ang insights na binabato sa akin, puro relationship, XY scatter, mga ganun. So, yan, this is pretty good. And all of this, from us right-clicking on it, selecting Analyze, and selecting Explain the Decrease. Ang dami ng kwento ni Power BI. So, very, very cool. If I select declutter my visual, okay. Mas dumarami. Anyway, so declutter my visual is rightfully checked pala. And yun nga, pretty cool as far as insights are concerned. And yan. Next up, we are going to talk about advanced analytics using custom visuals or advanced analytic custom visuals. Okay. So I'm actually going to skip this only because, so this is just gonna be an FYI. Haven't tried the variance chart to be honest, pero so keep that in mind na lang that you have certain custom visuals available for you for advanced analytics. Meron palang actual category for advanced analytics. So may variance chart and probably meron pang iba ngayon because this, although Microsoft does a pretty good job of updating their Learn that Power BI courses. So, kumbaga, it's very possible since custom to, meron ng mga bago ngayon or uh, meron ng, or yeah, basically you have other instructions to go about how to use the variance chart kasi si XViz yung mas nagme-maintain yan. Pero, yun. It's really just telling you guys na there are options out there kung naghahanap kayo ng iba pang charts or iba pang advanced analytical charts. And quick insights. Actually, ito yung medyo nagagamit ko dati. You do this from the workspace. Yeah. So, and ito kasi yung ano eh. Ito yung mga what if binigyan lang ako ng isang dataset. Wala pa akong kaalam-alam about that dataset. Tapos parang, sige Tony, impress us. Tignan mo ano yung mga visuals na mare-recommend mo. Quick Insights is actually pretty good. Kumbaga, it doesn't replace the artistic needs, or it doesn't replace that need for the developer to be artistic. Pero it again gives you a really good starting point. So actually, pasok tayo sa workspace na yun. Ito na naman ako, maglalagin na naman ako. So, pasok tayo sa workspace na yun because I know that I have already saved this Pizza BI Pilipinas 2023 report. So, we can actually use quick insights on it. Did I save it here? Okay, I did save it here. So, 3 dots on your database or on your data set, I mean. Tapos, get quick insights. Tada! Quick insights tayo. Tapos, yun, again, this will take this one will take, I think, maybe a minute, ganyan. And yun, you can use that for any dataset that you have. I-triple dot mo lang, tapos quick insights. Again, from before, ang nakukuha ko dito lagi, correlation or scatter plots. Na this may be related to this one. Tapos meron mga ilan-ilan na mga trends, papakita niya, dip dito, dip dyan. Click na natin. So, I'm kind of interested to see, like, after a year, kamusta na ang quick insights? Okay. So, actually, good insight to. Average of price and average of price. Price and price form clusters when grouped by day. So, there is a pattern. Kumbaga, there are certain days na mas mabenta or mas mataas ang sales. So, tama yun. Like, each and every day. May day of the week tayo. Tapos, by week, year, month. So, trending lang to. 4 has a relative, quarter 4 has a relatively steady percent. Not too useful. Sales yesterday, by week, year. Okay, has outliers. So, yun. It also highlights outliers. Sum and count of order details, I think. Derivative yata talaga to. Quantity, sum, and count of order. Okay. Makes sense. Kasi ito yung count of orders. Tapos, syempre, mas maraming orders mo, dumadami rin yung actual na mga pizza quantity. So, may sense. Kumbaga, those are things that will happen in your quick insights. May mga super obvious na lalabas. Pero yun. By week of year, lumalabas. So, yun. Pretty diverse na rin, in fairness. And yun nga, I really like na-highlight niya at least yung ito, yung end of week actually. So, kasi, if I remember right, meron ngang insight na ganun sa dataset na ginamit ko sa pizza dataset na parang Fridays are usually high sale days. Kumbaga the weekend. And yun nga, meron ring certain times na high sale times. Hindi ko lang alam kung na-capture dito. Pero yun, at least some of it got captured. So, pretty good. And yun nga, there's a lot that you can go through. Lots of insights, lots of visuals. And yun nga, hopefully, as a developer, as an analyst, hopefully you gain some inspiration on where to look, what to look at as you scroll through. Kasi yun nga, minsan, as a data analyst, as a business analyst, whatever you're called right now, kung ano man yung job title na ng mga tao ngayon, maybe sometimes that is all you need. Kumbaga, you just need that extra bump, kumbaga, to push you into a certain direction. So, going back, so yun yung quick insights actually. They have improved it. Hindi pa rin siya ganun ka super duper wow, pero still, it is better. Better than what I saw last year. Apply AI insights. The AI insights, ito totally hindi ko pa natatry. AI insights function browser. So it's part of the Power Query editor field. So actually, yeah, why not? Try natin to. So all you need to do is go to your Power Query, which is set up. Opening. Once inside Power Query, I think pili muna tayo ng table na maganda gawin. I kinda want, sige, order details, I guess. Or orders, maybe. Yeah, sige na nga, order details. From order details, click on add column. Tapos yun, you have text analytics, you have vision, you have Azure machine learning. Actually, what does vision do? Alright, anyway, I'll stop there probably kasi I haven't tried it personally. Pero yun, it's there for you to try it out or for you to play around with it. Not something that I will be providing much value of because I'm simply going to play around with it as well. And pero yun, it got me curious. I'll be playing around with these three options at the end of our call. Pero yun, that is the AI Insights. It's inside your Power Query editor. All right, check your knowledge. So we are skipping that, of course, and we are moving on to the next subchapter under data analysis in Power BI. So umabot tayo. So now we are work with AI visuals in Power BI. Moving along. Use the Q&A visual. So I'm gonna skip use the Q&A visual because yun nga, it is something that we have that we have discussed earlier. So pretty much I think yun rin lang yun. So yun nga, yung Q&A, which is ito, yung parang comic quote na button. Open that, you get your suggested questions, and then you also have the option to add it as a button, as in button. To those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, if you go insert, you have buttons here. Yeah, so you have options there. Kumbaga, button, you can change button shapes, pero you can have a small little button for Q&A somewhere. Para i-click na lang ng tao, yun, nagpa-pop up, ganun. So, although again, as I've said, not that used in my field of work, unfortunately. Tapos yun, setting it up. So, I'll be scrolling through this madly. Kasi yun nga, we have kinda went through everything na rin naman that I actually know about the Q&A visual. Key influencers visual tayo. Ito yung medyo interesting. Kasi ang cool kay key influencer visual is pwede mo na siyang gamiting visual para sa isang buong page and masaya na yung end user mo doon. Kumbaga may isang page ka, key influencer visual lang yun naman. Kasi it's a pretty heavy, massive visual, so to speak. So, saan na ba? Ito yan eh. Key influencers. So, stock lang. Kumbaga no downloads, no custom visuals necessary. And what we need to do is we need to think ano yung gusto mong kumbaga you're trying to think about correlation right now or regression or kumbaga ang tawag dito cause and effect. Meron kang isang effect tapos you need to identify ano yung mga causes ba na gusto mong tanungin. So yun yung analyze mo is yung effect. So punta na tayo sa pinaka kumbaga dulo, sales. Yun yung analyze ko, yun yung effect. Pero ano yung mga causes ng sales? May effect ba ang price? May effect ba ang quantity? May effect ba ang category ng pizza? Ingredients, hindi ko na isasama kasi ang gulo niyang field na yan eh. May effect ba ang name ng pizza? Ano pa ba? Wala na pala. May effect ba ang size ng pizza? So, okay. Meron na akong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 causes, kumbaga in a way. Tapos, isang effect. For me to increase or decrease sales, ano ba yung nangyayari sa price quantity category to affect that? So, palitin na natin to para mag-maximize ng konti. Ayan. So, key influencers, what influences sales to increase? Well, if the size is large, obviously, mag-increase ang sales. Sum of price goes up 3.62, mag-increase ang sales. Sum of quantity goes up 0.15. Ito medyo weird to, pero anyway, you get 2.46. And the neat thing about key influencers is, binibigay niya yung actual dollar value or peso value in this case, kung ano yung nangyayari. So, whenever the size is large, the average sale increases by 5 pesos and 50 centavos. If I click on that button, makikita nyo rin yung ano yung nangyayari. So, kumbaga, uh, sale is more likely to increase when the size is large than otherwise, on average. So, on average, parang large yung mga pizzas natin na nagko-contribute. I guess kasi yung large baka medyo marami-rami yung quantity. Kumbaga yung XL, double XL, obviously, much more expensive than the large size pero baka hindi ganun kadami. Ayun, lumalabas pala eh. 28,544. Yun nga. Ang large ko, 18,000 yung bumibili ng large. 15,000, 14,000. Kaya, although mas mahal ang XL, double XL, ang konti lang nung bumibili. So, parang hindi siya ganun ka-impacting. So, everything gets taken into account. Hindi ko lang alam yung, what you call this, yung algorithm, yung exact algorithm inside key influencers visuals, pero super useful. Kumbaga, medyo simple kasi yung data natin, pero still, di ba, you can see like what it can do. You can just imagine, and yun nga, increase or decrease yan. Pag ginawa kong decrease, mag-a-analyze rin siya. Ano yung, saan tayo nawawala ng kita? Pag sales, oh yeah, ito actually medyo bago to. So, name is the Big Meat Pizza. So, yung Big Meat kasi wala palang masyadong bumibili. So, that's actually valuable insight. What if i-recommend mo na i-phase out na kaya natin yung Big Meat? Wala naman masyadong nag-order niyan. So, ano ba yon? Average of sale, 12 pesos. Pero yon may 1,811 na taong bumili niyan. For the year, that's 1 year's worth. Pero if in contrast, itong pinaka binibili ng mga tao, okay. The Brie Car pizza. Although, ito pala mas konti. Pero I guess mas mahal. At 24 pesos. Ito, 12 pesos. Pero yun, kumbaga, you'll need to supplement it, I guess, with the actual order details per month, mga ganon, kumbaga, and all the sizes. I'm not sure if this takes into account all sizes. Maybe it does. Pero still, pretty cool insight. Something, again, that may trigger interest, may trigger deeper investigation from actually humans, diba? Kaya nga, that's a common question I've been seeing, especially with the proliferation of ChatGPT and AI. Mawawala na ba ng trabaho ang mga DA, mga BA? Kumbaga, I don't see it that way. AI should be your assistant. It should help you get started, especially kumbaga, wala ka pang idea with data. It should make your work easier, pero I don't see it at all replacing humans. If it can replace you, it may mean that what you're doing is too robotic, too repetitive. Ganun lang yon. So, it only means that you need to do something more brain intensive in a way. Kumbaga, hindi brain dead yung work. Sorry for the term. And yun, categories classic. For some reason yun, nakakababa rin ng 2.33. Kasi medyo konti yata yung kita sa classic. Pero yun, still, good insights, diba? Across the board. So, tapos may top segments. Segments na pinakamalaki yata, yung nakakontribute sa sale. When is sale more likely to be high naman? Gawin natin. So, and yun, it's a lot of like active insights, playing around. So, as I've said, one visual for your entire page and busy na yung mga report viewers mo dito. Ang problema mo na lang dito is yun nga, parang at a certain point, kung mag-useful siya now, tapos baka mabore sila, Pero I think that's fine as long as it's there. Again, very useful. Tuwang-tuwa ako sa key influencer visuals actually. Decomposition tree naman yung other, ang tawag dito, is it called AI? Yeah, it is, sorry. So yung other AI visual naman is called the decomposition tree. And useful siya in breaking down segments. Kaya nagtaka ako napa-double take ako. Hindi ko sure na, hindi ko alam na AI visual pala si decomposition. So, pasok tayo rito. Is it this one? Okay, decomposition tree. So, ayun, actually, this is a good, this is a good shape of what is to come. So, ang decomposition tree does, what you're seeing. Actually, you know what? Punta tayo dito. I-copy ko to, si K-Influencer Visual. I-paste ko to rito. Hindi ko yata na-copy. Copy ko ulit. Paste ko dito sa empty page 10. Ayan. Tapos, pwede ko bang palitan lang into decomposition tree? Kasi sila-sila rin yung gusto ko. Ayan. Sum of price. So, pag kinlik ko si sum of price or in-expand ko, okay. So, I can do sale, I can do category, I can do name. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna kick out. I'm gonna analyze sale. Alisin ko si price. Si sale ang gusto ko nandito. Alisin ko rin si sum of quantity nasa tooltips lang naman. So, that's fine. So, sum of sale, 817,000. Siguro, ito na yung as in lahat-lahat, super total. Choose how to split your data. By category. Boop! Ito na yung 4 na categories natin. Tapos, for each of the category, click. I want to break it down by name. So, under classic, ito yung mga classic. And then, I can only now break down by the size, I think. Pero, di ba? Amazing. So, category, name, size, and you can, of course, click on this. I-collapse that. I think you can. Yeah, double-click will close everything. Tapos, what if I think pwede na ang unang-una is size. Can I do that? I think I can do that. Okay. So, i-delete ko yung nasa taas pala. So, yan. Ngayon naman, size yung mauuna. I'm not sure what high value, low value is. Try nga natin yun. Something that I haven't used. So, if I select high value, okay. So, large, medium, small. Si large lang yung lumalabas na high value. High value ulit. What does it tell me? Veggie yung high value ko. Okay. So, parang medyo, or I guess maybe it's a question about how useful it is for my data. Sa ngayon, hindi masyado sa ginawa niyang yon. Pero yeah, pretty cool still. That's what a decomposition tree does. And gives you, kumbaga, it gives you a breakdown essentially. If marami kang categories or sub categories, napakaganda. So, in our case, medyo limited pa nga to kasi we have the sum of sales. Tapos, I pretty much have size, pizza category, and pizza name. Pangbaga, yun lang. Pero if you have more, ang ganda nung, kumbaga, visually aesthetic and visually interactive itong visual na to for you to actually go deep into a certain subgroup or subcategory of your data. Next unit. Actually, hindi tayo mag-exercise, so this may be one of our shorter sessions pala. Okay. Check your knowledge. So yeah, that is pretty much it for our topic for today, which is analyze data with Power BI. I'm switching back to my PowerPoint slides. Work with AI visuals. We're done with that. And for our quote of the day, visualization gives you answers to questions you didn't know you had. Before I end though, so yun, medyo mabilis tayo for this run. It is a short. I just realized na ang ikli pala nung topic ng AI or sorry, DA, data analytics in Power BI or data analysis in Power BI. So yeah, I'm taking this opportunity to gather questions. Teka, may kausap pa ba? May kausap pa naman ako sa Zoom. Okay, meron pa naman. So thank you for hanging on. And yeah, any questions from anyone on the Zoom meeting? Going once. Going twice. Alrighty. So Ayun, looks like it's gonna be a short edit rin for the video for this. I am going to schedule our last PL 300 day for second Saturday of May, and we'll talk to everyone again then. Thank you very much, everyone. Talk soon.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Bye.